Well, here we are once again. I'm going to yell a little bit because I got the air on, just finished a big run, and I'm sweaty and hot, and you guys are just going to deal with it because I'm hot and sweaty. It's about me right now, not about you. That being said, I thought I'd talk about, depression. Now, when I talk, moving forward here, I'm not talking about clinical depression. I never will talk about clinical depression. Just so you're aware, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychologist. I have no right to talk about clinical depression. But having gone through I don't know if it's regular depression, whatever you want to call it, but constant, repetitive, normal pressure that I don't need meds for, I guess, is what I'm saying. Comes and goes. So maybe I do need it. I don't know. We'll see in the future. So, this is what I want to tell you. So, back in the day, I was paralyzed by choice. What I mean by that is that I was super depressed. I wasn't enjoying life. The only time that I was actually enjoying life is when I was spending with my kids, which was, 6 to 8 hours a day. We'd go out, we'd go for walks, we'd laugh. But as soon as they went to the bed, your world stops and your brain starts. And next thing you know, all you can point out is the negative. All you can point out is why you're lost. Why you need to be trapped under your blankets. Why your bedroom becomes a prison and the only way you see out is a window. Why you trap yourself in a lockbox with your feelings on repeat. Now, I don't know why that happens. I have no idea. But it happened for a very long time for me. To the point that you probably could say I was clinically depressed. It got to the point at the end there after, I thought I could take on no more. I was treading water right up to my nose. I was lit on fire. And I was juggling, I don't know how many balls. Something happened that pushed me right down to the bottom. There was no one to save me but myself. There was no one to help me. My partner was useless. Suffering her own way. Not useless, that she was useless, just she was suffering too. So, I had to make a choice. I got so bad that I'm a gifted actor. Well, I think I am. Who knows? I would go to work. I would go to parties. And I'd put on this persona of a jolly, happy, fat guy that was loving life. And I'm sure that the bestest of friends knew I was suffering a little bit, but I don't think anyone ever knew the depths that I was suffering. So when I tell you this, I've been through it. I really, truly have been through it. I'm not going to go through the whole story because the whole story isn't mine. It's shared, and some stuff happened that isn't great. But this is what I will tell you. When I say I was paralyzed with inaction, undecision, that's exactly what it was. I wouldn't make a decision. My decision was just status quo. Go to work, go home, go to work, go home, bathe the kids, do their laundry, read them a book, go to work, go home, go to work, go home. And every day was the same. Didn't have a lot of money, so all the food was the same too. It just was a repetition. Or it was take the kids to soccer, or it was take the kids to the hockey. And when I tell you that joyous occasions just was sawdust. You go to a birthday party and you put on that fake face and you laugh and you sing happy birthday, but inside you're like, I don't want to fucking be here, I want to be home. Or, this one time I won an award, a very prestigious award for all the wonderful things I did while I was suffering. And I didn't care. I pretended to care. I pretended to be all excited. I pretended to, I made this great speech that I delivered with passion. But it was sawdust. Because all those momentary joys I learned were momentary. What's the point? I'm going to just go back to, what I hated. Choice. So, what I ended up doing was making one decision. That was it. I was watching this movie, and it was a great movie, and I suggest you watch it. It's a military, and I'm sorry, I'm bad with military. I honor all people who are military, and if I have this wrong, I am very sorry for that gentleman, because he is a gifted man. He was talking about leading what he learned from the Navy SEALs and the Army. I believe he was a general, but I don't know. Anyway, he said several things, and watch that movie, because that is the movie that changed my life. He said, if you want something different, you have to make something different, right? And he said it can be simple as making your bed every morning. Make your bed every morning, and you leave the house, and you have the worst day ever, at least you come home to a freshly made bed. And he wasn't wrong. That little act, that one act, started to make me feel slightly better. My life was less messy. And then, because I was making my bed every morning, then I started, you know what, I'm going to, put my clothes away properly. I'm going to have a hamper. I'm going to put the clothes in the hamper instead of all over the floor. And you know what, when I put the clothes away, I noticed that the floor was a little messy, and I swept. Now, this didn't all happen in one day. This is months of doing, I made my bed, not noticing really a difference, but not noticing a difference outside, just, what I was doing. And that, continued to happen. And then a buddy of mine told me about keto. And I wasn't sure about keto, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to start doing things. I'm going to start saying yes. I'm going to start making decisions for me. I spent a whole life just putting my head down and getting everyone else to where they need to be. Now I'm going to make decisions for me. Now, that doesn't mean that I've given up on my children. Oh my God, if my kids called me today, I'd drop everything. I'm on it. That's not a thing. That's not what I mean. What I meant was, I haven't made decisions for me. So then, what I'm trying to tell you is that sometimes it's just one simple act. Maybe you go outside every morning. I've talked about this before. If you look at my domino journey, this is so important. This is what saved my life. I 100% believe that very soon I would have been dead had I kept doing what I was doing, drinking a case of Prop a day, eating a whole pizza every day, along with 3 different meals, bags of chips, chocolate bars, ice cream. That's just one day. It was every day. I wonder why we never had any money. What I'm saying is, you just got to start that one little thing. Make coffee in the morning, go outside, sit on your porch, sit outside, anywhere. Doesn't matter if winter, summer, raining, just get outside, drink a coffee. That's all you have to do. Just see what happens. Or, one night a week, call a friend over and say, hey man, why don't we have dinner? Every week. Let's have dinner. Whether you want to or not, you're having dinner with same person, different person, and just chat. Or maybe you're going to dust every Thursday. Or every day you're going to scrub your toilet. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm talking small things. The tiniest of actions. And then make that switch to yes. That's what I did. And you know what? Do I still feel depressed? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah. I was depressed just 2 nights ago. Yeah, I was at work, doing my thing, and, started feeling like I'm doing all this effort, doing all these things, and I'm still not reaching my goals. I'm never going to reach my goals, and I got into that spiral that you get to in your head where it just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I felt it. It was tough. I got out of it again, but it was tough. I don't know that depression will ever go away from me. I really hope it does. I don't think it will. It's been a co-pilot of mine for my whole life, so I don't think it'll go away. But oh my God, have I lessened it. I have lessened it with my run, where my mind wanders and clears. The fact that I clean my house constantly, it's always clean now. My bed is always made every morning. I'm always reaching out to you guys and sharing my thoughts, and I go to therapy now. And I talk to my friends, and I go out. Even when I don't want to go out, I go out. It does not matter. I'm in the outside every day doing stuff. I don't just lose myself in Netflix. So I don't know. Maybe this didn't help. Maybe it did help. You found it for a reason. You know, I wasn't ready right away. Maybe you're not ready today. Just keep it in the back of your mind. Make your bed every day. And I implore you, I wish I could remember it. It was like general concept, the ceremony, when when the military become military, they go for boot camp to military. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean. Anyway, it was that speech, and it was amazing. It was about Navy SEALs. Watch that. That changed my fucking life. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to be alive for a very long time. Anyway, James from Soaring Prophets. Let's heal our minds, bodies, and souls together. I got you just like you got me.